Where the fuck did you get that gun, dude?
My brother's coming today to the office.
So you felt like you needed to prepare with a gun?
Well, he's always been one step ahead of me.
Jesus, man!
He's always been one step
Is that
ahead.
Tutti Frutti? Oh, come on, dude.
Oh my god.
There he is.
Ah, well, fuck
Answer
it.
the door.
Who is it?
It's your brother,
If it's really my brother, what's your name?
Gabe.
Gabe what?
Gabe Bell.
Gabe.
Doe.
Gabe Bell, yeah. Alright, secret password. You got it. So, welcome.
You're kind of hot.
This is the office.
Hey.
This is Gabe Bell.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be septic?
Yeah, no, Gabe Bell Suptic.
Gable septic.
Gable.
Gable. Oh, my brother's here.
Mike.
Gable. I told you
Gable.
this.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Gable
Gable.
septic.
Gable.
Gable?
Gabe Bell.
Gabe Bell?
Yeah.
Gabe.
I think our problem is not that we have too many white people, but it's all the same kind of white guy.
Awesome. Jamie, I stepped on gum in the middle of the rug. If you could, get away from my son, or my brother.
I just want to talk to him one-on-one.
Please don't square up against my. Stop it. Stop trying to fight my brother. He's.
I'm not trying to fight him, dude.
Are you jealous? Or use your
I thought it was a bit, and I'm mad that it's real. It's a real thing.
What the fuck?
I didn't know I was here. How's it going?
Okay, this is better.
Have you guys met me before?
Another white person.
I just wanted to-
Another white person.
What the fuck are you doing there? You are sitting at my desk.
Stop squaring up against him.
I'm
Please.
your only brother.
There's no outcome to this that's
Slate.
worthwhile.
Seth, can you silence Jamie?
I can't find any situation.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
Stop eating my ass. Kip, stop. Stop eating my ass.
A small child just went under the bed.
The country is in absolute turmoil.
Sorry, hold on, I'm having a panic attack. There's way too many things going on. Can you tell me like a good story? Like, I don't know, the last time you feared for your life or something.
I almost drowned. I don't know if that's up to par with a horror story. Okay, a shark bit me.
What?
I had a dream last night about a shark.
Kevin, if you come in here with a story, you gotta tell a good one, okay?
I'll be telling you a good
Stupid
one.
as
Also,
fuck.
don't call me Kevin, because you know my name, unless you have dementia. I might be dreaming right now.
I might be dreaming right now. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck off! Fuck. Did you put water on me?
It's just a nightmare.
It was a Saturday unlike any other. And the only reason I say that is because I wasn't at work. For the longest time, I spent my weekends at the old office, into the dead of night either editing or narrating or planning. And for the first time, I woke up to something different.
Was it worth it for the view?
Alyssa had plans for the day, so I was home alone with the dogs. But they don't speak English yet, so they were useless to me. So I sat at home, thinking about a few different things. One of them, addiction. Now, addiction has many avenues, and I believe I was caught traveling down one of them. When I didn't need to work, I would, because it's what made me feel good about myself. I couldn't find it other ways. But addiction can lead to a breaking point, and sometimes that breaking point destroys families, relationships, and sometimes it destroys your car. So for a while I tried to change, but today, on a Saturday unlike any other, was the first real day of trying. And the first real day of withdrawal. So I did the only thing I could think of, besides work. Go to my friend's house. Well, actually, now it was just an apartment. Warning, all activities are recorded to aid, can't read.
Oh, shit, right here. Welcome. Just me and the dog hanging out, as we do. Mikasa se susasa. Check these out.
Wow.
Lights. Brentwood, baby. That's where it's at. Don't put that in. I don't live in Brentwood. I live in Koreatown with James.
I decided to leave that part in because it's nice to remind everyone in the office the power I hold and the strength I possess.
Please put that part in, please.
Steven, I told you I'd do one favor for you every 6 months. Is this your favor?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite, please.
You're sure this is your favor?
I'm sure this is it.
It's kind of a stupid favor.
Okay, you're a stupid favor.
You're not allowed to talk to me like that.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
You know,
This reminds me a lot of your place in Northridge.
Really?
No.
Doesn't remind me of that place at all either. It's pretty
Wow.
tight, if I don't say so myself.
That's super dope. I was lying. His place wasn't that great. In fact, it was just okay. But then I started wondering if I was actually just jealous. And then I realized I wasn't, and that I was right. And his place was just okay.
So do you sleep out here? She says waiting until 3 years after marriage, something like that.
sleep together?
Yeah.
Not even for sex, just the same bed.
Talk about sexy, yeah, it's weird, dude. This is her bed. I'm not allowed to touch it, but she's not here. Dude, come on, it's memory foam.
Yeah, this is pretty nice. It wasn't pretty nice, but maybe I was just jealous. Turns out I wasn't jealous, and it wasn't pretty nice.
And then check this out. Little forest to look at.
Oh, it's other apartments.
Those are the nicer apartments, but these are still pretty nice.
And that's when I realized I actually was a little jealous. For one reason and one reason only. It's definitely a better area than where I live. And the truth came falling out of me like Jenga blocks falling on a bar table because annoying people are playing Jenga at a bar. I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't. This is the first time I've never not worked a weekend.
This is the first time I've ever played with my dad.
Sometimes I go to Kib for guidance. He has a different perspective than me on a lot of situations, and I really do appreciate his advice. That wasn't a lie. I'm being completely serious. Yes, I'm capable of that, despite what you think, Mr. President.
You just gotta go with the wind. You don't always have to roll down the river. Or here's the other thing. Sorry, I said that backwards. You'll wind up at the big body of water eventually.
I took in what Kib said, then quickly disregarded it. I had other things on my mind.
Dude, what are you smoking that smells so powerful?
This is 13 kilograms of carotene. It should be on your mind, but like...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You browned up for a second. You browned up.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What's carotene?
Lawnmowers run on carotene.
You mean gasoline?
That's actually the stuff, yeah.
I hadn't nicked the fuck out like that in months. So while I gathered myself and came down from my euthanasia, Kib called an old friend. He called John.
Can you see me?
Can you hear me?
Can you see me?
Hello?
You're not doing FaceTime.
John?
You're not doing FaceTime.
I can't hear a thing.
Yeah, because you're
What's up?
This guy's so boring.
Who?
You talking shit?
Steve's talking shit, dude, and I'm not putting up with it.
Come on! Why are you telling that?
Dude, I'm coming to the airport right fucking now.
Come in the airport, dude.
Oh, I dare you to come to the airport.
Come to the airport.
I'll meet you at the airport. I'll meet you at the fucking airport, pervert. John died in that hallway. At least, that's what I wanted to happen. So with no work to do and nowhere else to go, Kib and I got lunch together. Just the two of us, like old times.
Is that place right across the street?
Coral Tree Cafe, baby. It's only a 30-minute walk from my place.
30 minutes?
Yep.
Feels like you've been walking for 2.
We're walking.
You're gonna die today.
Oh, no, pass on.
So now that I'm not editing anymore, I just don't know what to do.
You don't have to have something to do all
Oh my
the
God,
time.
street noises are so... Go sit over
Want me to sit over there? Well, you don't have to do something all the time, dude. That's the thing. 5 days a week, you gotta be doing something. Those 2 days, they're your days.
But it just doesn't feel right to do nothing.
And that's due to the strenuous amount of work you put on yourself, but the world has 2 days to keep yourself sane, and that's what you need to do.
2 days to keep myself sane, but I felt more out of tune than ever before. It was a strange addiction, working, and I wondered if what I was doing was a good enough solution, or if Kib had ulterior motives. Oh, yeah, just realized it's ulterior, not ulterior, because Microsoft Word put a little red squiggly mark underneath ulterior. Well, I'm not so sure that's right.
I think it'll eventually set in once you've said out loud, I'm giving Kib the company.
I'm just worried I'm gonna get lit. What?
Do you want the hair that's on this?
Do a big hair on it?
Not anymore.
What's that green? Is that left over from your
That's
teeth?
for my teeth, yeah.
I'm gonna go over to the other side if that's okay.
It wasn't okay. I wished Kib would go on the same side, and it bummed me out that he didn't. What have we become?
This is just a shitty day.
No, it's not, dude. It's a great day.
How's that cookie?
That'll cheer you up. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, just smell it.
Oh wow, that smells really good.
That's literally
Some of the best bacon I've ever had in my life. It's thick.
That was the only reason he thought it was the best.
It's a 7 out of 10. And it's normally a 10 out of 10. So I feel bad that I brought you when it's not fresh and it's not breakfast
Dude,
time.
I don't care.
Okay.
Earthy. Oh my god, that is hot.
That's great.
stir it up a bit.
And it's not too cold.
No, it's too hot. That's what you said.
Let's ruin this design together.
Well, you don't eat that. You stir it in. You don't eat it like that either. You're eating it like it's soup, dude. That's not exactly how I would have done that either. That's gonna be just bad.
Oh yeah.
Bad?
Terrible. Side note, realized my shirt is way too big for me. I ordered an extra small, so this was not a feel-good moment for sure. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Still bad?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Both things by themselves are really good.
Together?
Yeah.
Icing any good?
Yeah, it's really good. It goes really good with the bacon too. Oh my god!
Oh, is it cream cheese icing?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be probably bad.
Oh, yeah.
Bad still?
Oh, bad still.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Well, I'll just have the soup.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Toy was distracted by someone else in the group.
You're not married?
No.
What are these good? What are these rings about?
These are just for fun mostly.
They're mine.
With Mimi on her period, the vile stench of her pheromones littered the air, caking the summer day in a thick belch of hormonal anger.
I think we look